Well, for example, An-Nasai is an excellent book of hadith, excellent collection. The vast majority of the hadith in An-Nasai are authentic hadith, Sahih or Hasan. Abu Dawud also is very good. Many times if there's a defect in the hadith, he will point it out himself. So you have his comments, not always though, but it's also a good collection of hadith that contains, unfortunately, a number of weak hadith, a number of very weak hadith, and rarely, now and then, even hadith which some scholars consider fabricated. At-Tirmidhi also is good in general. The majority of the hadith are authentic. A problem with Tirmidhi is Tirmidhi also many times he used to comment after the hadith. He would say, for example, this hadith is Hasan Sahih, or this hadith is Hasan Gharib, and so forth. In general, the terminology fairly much agrees with what we said, but one of the big problems with, there's two big problems with the Tirmidhi. Number one, he was a little bit lax in grading hadith as Hasan. In other words, other scholars would not say this hadith is Hasan, At-Tirmidhi would call it Hasan. An even bigger problem with At-Tirmidhi, that even An-Nawawi pointed out in Al-Muhaddith Sharh Al-Majmu', which is written a long time ago, is that At-Tirmidhi had many students like Al-Bukhari and so forth. Unfortunately, the manuscripts that we have, that they had at that time, dating back even to the terms of At-Tirmidhi and so forth, unfortunately, different manuscripts have different statements after the hadith. One will say this is Hasan, the other one will say it's Hasan Sahih, the other one will say Hasan Gharib. And so therefore, those statements also are not reliable from that point of view. Unfortunately, the published editions, even in Arabic, did not really take that into consideration. They just took any one of the maqsutat, any one of the unpublished, and just put whatever it stated without pointing out the other differences. But in general, it is a good work. Probably the weakest, or the one that has the most problem with it of those four, the four Sunans, is Sunan Ibn Majah.